was the paramagnetic readings, because a lot of the stuff that we use is the basalt rocks and that type of thing, getting the magnetic fields up in your soils. The soil life will do a lot of that as well, but it really enhances the soil life, so we'll go into the basalt rocks and that as we're walking around.
Ron, yep. Can you give us a brief demonstration on using that particular apparatus you've got there?
The Paramagnetic.
And what do you call it?
It's from Phil Callahan, and he's got a book called Paramagnetism, and what it is that it's each little rock, the rock dust, it's a quarry dust. You can buy it pretty much any produce place, you can buy this stuff, and each little rock gives off a magnetic field, and the higher that magnetic field is, the more energy it has around that rock. And I use the analogy, this is the machine that'll test, it shows you what the actual magnetic field is that comes off the rock. You only need a little film canister size, that's all you need to do a test. And it tells you the same as when you think about it, driving up across the dry parts of this continent on the bitumen roads, and you'll see this green tinge of grass growing along the shoulders of the highway, and especially when it's dry. And there's a lot of problems because the evening and the mornings and that, the kangaroos come in and graze along the edges of the bitumen, and they graze, they keep cropping that right to the ground, that little bit of green, and you look out across the fields and paddocks and there's dead bone dry in the pasture, but what's that green grass growing in? Because they build those highways up, roll them, squash them, rock, and then make a firm base and put the bitumen on it, and yet the grass grows along there. And people will say, oh, that's because of the runoff, you know, the dew and the rain and that, but you get a 40-degree day up there. How long does the dew last? How long does the rain last sitting on rock on the edge of the highway? No, it's the energy coming off this basalt rock that actually holds the moisture and doesn't allow it to escape, and it gives those plants an energy that keeps them growing even in rock. So yeah, so this machine will actually tell you how that works and what comes off each little rock.